Hi, guys. So earlier I was talking about how we need to be careful with who we surround ourselves by and who we call friends, because sometimes we have people that don't necessarily care enough about themselves to help support us as well. And I don't mean support us financially, I just mean to have our back when we're feeling down, right, guys? So, some of the phrases that have followed me around have been be careful who you surround yourself by, guilty by association, birds of a feather flock together. We've all heard these things 100 million times over our lifetime. But take a second and think about, what do all of these phrases have in common? They're telling you to be leery, to be weary, to be careful about who you spend your time with, who you call a friend, and who you keep close to you. So, all of these phrases can be used 100 million different ways, to just give you a little bit of feedback and help you keep yourself safe. So, if you are thought of, or your group is thought of, to be healthy and successful and fun and energetic and motivating, that's so awesome. But just think, if you have one person in your group who is a Debbie Downer, who's lazy, who's not hardworking, who isn't so much fun to be around, then guess what, guys? That starts to rub off on you. And even if you're not necessarily that way, we can start to have those same attributes as our friends. You know, they say that you start to look like your dog, or your dog starts to look like you. We start to kind of look like our friends. So I just want you guys to be careful about that. So if your crowd is successful and doing well, we should be like motivating our friends and saying, "Oh my God, Susie, you did a great job," instead of being like, "Oh, did you see what Susie did yesterday?" I feel like in this day and age, we really need to be more supportive of our friends and tell them, "Great job. I'm really proud of you. I can't believe that you have the guts to do that." Or, "I really like the way you did this." Or, "Could you tell me how I could do something like that?" Another phrase that I hear often is, if you're the smartest person or the richest person or the most go-getting person in your group, you need to find a new group, because you should never be the smartest, the richest, or the most successful person in your group. And I agree with that, and I disagree, because I feel like if I'm successful, my group, my circle, my tribe is successful, because I'm going to push you. I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to help you. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to give you the kick in the pants that I have my girls do for me. And you know what? You can't always be the strongest. And sometimes we need other people to lift us up. So I feel like lifting up and pushing and kicking is so great. And I hope that you guys have that same person, because I have about 5 of them that they will kick my butt if I'm slacking. And I love that, and I love them for it. So it's not rocket science, guys. I'm not the first person to say these things, and I'm sure as hell will not be the last one. I hope that you guys take these things to heart, and you use them, and you implement them, and you share them with your friends. Because that's the only way we'll all grow together, is if we are lifting each other up and not being lazy with so and so. So please, please, please share with your friends. Let me just share with you some things that I love about my friends, and I hope that you guys can find some of these adjectives in your friends as well. My friends are hardworking. They're motivated. They're go-getters. They are sassy as hell. So that's where I come from. They're really great moms, and I can take stock in that, and I can appreciate that. And I can also say, "Hey, can you shoot a recipe over to me, because I know that you're a great cook," and I can share with them that. And I love that. My friends are grateful and thankful and thoughtful and appreciative. They're giving, they're loving, they're creative, and it just feels good to be surrounded by good people. And I hope that you guys have the same thing. If you're struggling with some of the friends in your circle, or quote unquote friends, not everyone's meant to make it to the end with us. And I truly, truly believe that just because you have history with someone doesn't make them your long-term friend. You can still love them at afar. At arm's length, for sure. But I want you guys to think about your crew, your tribe, your circle, and just, Actually, let's just say this. Why not write it down instead and say, okay, Susie is smart, she's funny, she's happy, she's healthy. Jane is courageous and encouraging and strong-willed. Jennifer is blank, 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 blank. And I want you guys to email me these lists and tell me about your friends. I want you to also then at the bottom of that list, put down your name and say, like, draw a line, kind of like a family tree, if you will, that says, I am these things because of this person. And when I did this, I was like, oh my gosh, my friends are so awesome because they made me who I am. And I love that. And I'm thankful for it. I appreciate them. If you guys like what you're hearing, I would love for you guys to subscribe below. And also email me your questions, complaints, or concerns at awmmstylist@yahoo.com. I would love to work with you guys. I have workshops going on, in-salon workshops and personal growth workshops that I would love to meet you guys. Okay. So definitely let me know how you're doing and what's going on. Thanks, guys.